Yo, so we're back on here. It's been 6 months, and yeah, I'm just gonna rant about how people really don't want it bad enough. Um, it's crazy, man. There's really no one out there competing with you, if you really think about it. Like, the percentage of people that are competing with you would be crazy if people actually wanted it bad enough. And that goes for any aspect of life. I mean, think about, I guess there'd be more people in like a corporate industry competing with you, or like a job interview or something like that. But like in anything that like brings you like true, I guess, like anything outside of school, I guess, since because everyone has to do that at least up until high school. There's so much to do and so many things to accomplish that not everyone's going to be there to start with, but all the like really big things like starting your own business or going to the gym. I honestly, that's crazy. I don't have any other ideas of what great accomplishments. Basically, I'm sure like tons of sports. There's really no one who wants it that bad. Like there's no one like grinding for it, or they're not hungry for it like they say they are. I have this friend, not a friend anymore, but the point is, I had an acquaintance, a friend had past tense, and he was like such a like he wanted things. Like he said he wanted to achieve these good, really big things. And I like honestly, I'll be so straight up. I don't think he really did. I don't think he wanted these great things because he never really tried. He'd say he did, or he'd say he'd want to try, and then he'd end up just lying about like something, or just like saying he was gonna do something and never do it. He was never consistent in the gym, and I mean like he didn't have bad genetics or anything, and like honestly, I feel like he has a better dealt hand than like 80% of the population. Like he was in the top 20%, like globally, in terms of like hands dealt. You know, not a bad looking guy. It's like 5'11", which isn't a bad height. It's 2 inches taller than the global average, and he just like didn't want it. Like he just wasn't. He wasn't grinding for it. I mean, his parents were good with money. Like he had a full, basically enough money to go to college or university, like 50K, ready to go once he graduated. Good like genetics to lift, I guess. Like he wasn't like weak or anything. So like I'm not sure what it was, and he kind of just threw his life away. And I realized like, dude, I can't be like this guy. Like I don't have as good of a hand as him, I would say. Um, like substantially, the biggest thing is probably financial. Like he had a better financial hand than me, and that's, you know, unfortunate. But I'm not gonna get into that. I'm just saying like some people really don't want it bad enough, and I realize I don't want it bad enough. There's so many things I'm working on aside from the gym that I just like am not showing up for. And I guess it's like semi excusable when it comes to like having like five really large like goals that you're working at every day, or like throughout your life, throughout like weeks. So I would say it's a little more understandable then, but still like I don't know, there's something about habits and like a schedule of consistency that's so regurgitating to me. Or I'll say I'll do something and then I just don't end up doing it. Like that's something my friend, I guess we'll call him Robert. Like Robert didn't want that bad enough, and I don't want to be like that. And I had that exact trait, so I'm like it's kind of a cold thing to do, but I just like straight up just like stopped talking to him because he's just like every time I'd work out with this guy, we're not doing a productive workout. We're like just talking the whole time, and I know it's just as much my fault as it is his. But I never do it when I'm on my own or I'm with my other friends, right? So I don't know. Like he's the one bringing the vape. Like I feel like he's just a bad thing to have around. Like he just doesn't get me in the right headspace. And you know what? If that's on me for having him as like my fun friend, then that's on me. But I'm not gonna be friends with someone who's gonna do that because he's like genuinely stunting my progress in life. And I'm really glad I did it because I feel like it's something I've been sitting on the fence for too long, and I've like done it before, and he's done it to me not even like 3 years ago when I was the bad influence. But now when I'm trying to get my life better, I mean, I just want to do the right thing. I really like want to have like really I have really big goals in life, and I feel like it's just going to be really hard to achieve these goals. Like I know they're going to require a lot of work, and like not everyone gets lucky. Like a lot of it's just hard work, and getting lucky is you just have to, I don't know the word for it, but when you're sitting on that pot of luck, like you need to be ready for it. I think that's what I personally see in like any sort of like luck scenario when people are like, "Oh, you just got lucky." You only get lucky if you take advantage of the luck and you know how to harness it essentially. And I wouldn't want to be in a position where I wasn't going to harness that. Why am I like having a tangent on luck? Whatever the point is like big things are coming in my life. Like I'm 18. I'm a grown man. That's pretty big. I'm starting a business. That's really big. Um, I don't know, like getting employed, I guess, or like trying to show up for school. Not something I've never done. Like I never show up to school, and it definitely shows. Like if you look through my like grades, it's like all 50s, and I'm like realizing, okay, well if I want to do anything with my life, like, they can't be 50s. And it's not like I'm in some like workplace placements. I'm in like university classes, and I just don't show up to school. Like I'm just selling myself short, and it's such a bad habit I've built up to just like kind of like skip. And I'm finally realizing that it's going to require a lot of work to change, and I'm taking those steps, but it's not easy, and I'm trying my best. But I don't know, I just have bigger ambitions than school, so I don't really have a large motivator, but that's also an excuse in itself. Also, these Fortnite clips that I'm doing right now, they're kind of sick. I'm kind of like hitting a clip here. Anyways, like I think I think as relatable as I'm trying to be, or like not relate, I don't know if I'm trying to be relatable. If you're my age or younger than me, there's no better time to take action than like today. Like you shouldn't wait till you're like a out of high school, because right now you're living with your parents, I hope, or a family member, guardian, whatever, or you're living on your own and you're doing great for yourself. But that's not the point. It's so important that you do something with your life right now, because when you're 21 and you didn't try in school, or you did try in school and you have like a dead end job working for someone else who took the risk at a younger age, or maybe they had a trust fund, but nonetheless, they took a risk of not working for someone else, at least long term. And that risk paid off to some degree. Like someone who started whatever company took a risk. Maybe it's not the son who became the CEO, but there's someone in there who took the risk at a young age and did something no one else could. And that is like genuinely what would make me happy, is to take that risk. Wow, I am really hitting these edits, man. These are really, yeah, I'm mesmerized. I haven't been this good at Fortnite in a while. This is an old clip. But like I'm trying to say, like if you're not taking action in any way, shape, or form, like if you're not in shape or you're not happy with the way your life is going, like I think it's really important that you try and almost, I'd say, I would say just try and take control of it. Like, it's not the end of the world if you don't have stuff going on for you right now. Like, there's people that figure it out in their like 60s, but like they could have figured it out at your age, whatever age you're at right now, it's not like a smart thing or like a experience thing. Like either you're gonna choose to do hard things or you're not. And I'm not trying to sound like an Instagram reel here, but like people will just be mindless for so long. It's so easy to be mindless at this age. I feel like I'm mindless. Like I have pretty bad screen time. But like I know I'm aware. Like I'm self-aware. Like I know. And I mean most people are, to be honest. Some aren't. I have friends who definitely aren't. They got nothing going on for them and they think everything's alright. Like there's not even a single bit of fear. Like if you're watching this, I mean, it's on your algorithm for a reason. You probably watch like contact content like this or something along those lines. It's really important to be aware of your surroundings and realize like I don't know, you just need to take action. Like you need to like do something with your life. Like make sure that you're dialed in whatever you're doing because what's the point in not trying as hard as you can? Like genuinely, if you're in school or you want to work out or you want to lose weight or you want to start a business or you want to play a sport or anything like that, there's so much to say like talent and like genetics and all that come into play like but genuinely if you're not like trying and showing up for like years, I would say like at least try for a year before you knock anything. Like try and fail. That's what life's about, is about failing. That's how you progress. And yeah, you'll make progress doing that. You'll be able to progressively overload. I love the gym because it makes everything feel so simple to understand. There's so many just like general terminologies that make so much sense. Wait, what the hell? Hold on. There we go. Yeah. There's so much genuine like terminologies that just make sense for the gym. Like you're always gonna try and just show up and you're gonna be so weak and you just keep showing up and you keep working away and you keep it's all about like balancing everything and prioritizing like recovery and like PRing and progressively overloading and all these like terms that almost like balance like they're equally as useful in the real life to anything. Like eating, I guess you could progressively overload on eating and then you'll bulk, or you can progressively overload on cutting by starting at a larger portion and then slowly working your way down as you lose weight. Cardio, running, sports, business, like it's all any sort of hobby, to be honest. It's all progressive overload and just like programming everything correctly and making sure you're well rested for it. Anyways, the point I'm trying to make is I guess I was ranting about my own life, but I I really don't think a lot of people want it bad enough. And like there's nothing much to overthink. It's about deep reflection and asking yourself what you really want. And there's a good chance you might not know that answer right now. But like if if the possibilities were endless, wouldn't you just want to have like there's a life that you like daydream of, right? When you are in bed, like looking up at the sky, you're like, I wish I had this life. Like you can have whatever life that is. It's just you probably don't want it bad enough because it takes so much effort and work, and you might just be Robert. You might be just like Robert. You might not want it bad enough, and I'm a little bit like Robert, I think. I know I want these things, but it's really hard to put in the work and have it all pay off in the end because that work at first is going to be so intimidating. But there's a way, for sure. There's a way for anyone to achieve those like I don't know the word for it, but there's a way for you to achieve everything you've ever wanted. It's just about like how bad do you really want it? Like how are you gonna do it? That's the first step is learning how to do it. It's about small goals and habits and all those things that are just like consistency and vomit. I mean, I probably say that now because I'm just so repulsed by all those things because I'm not super conditioned to all of it. But I mean, as I do say that, like I do have good habits and I do have bad habits, but I hope over like years, hopefully, I would make the right decisions and progress further and be happy. I'm so happy with how far I've come in the last year, just from showing up at the gym. Like anyone can do that. If you're at the age where you can go to your local gym and get a membership, it's the most important thing you should ever do. You'll be so happy with yourself. Um, if you did that, it would pay off in a year. Wow. Hopefully no one sees that right there. Probably, hopefully it doesn't get taken down. But yeah, like it's just super important to show up and try and want it bad enough. But I think the first step is deep reflection. The second step is action for sure. I think that's a really good time to end it. Thanks for watching this video. If you did watch all the way to the end and you like the words that I regurgitated to you, maybe like drop a sub or something. Hopefully I'll make a video soon. Thanks.